The biggest challenge in jujube farming is fruit set during the flowering season. Every year, that's the toughest part for us. I started to think that the lack of light for photosynthesis during the rainy season was causing poor fruit setting. The result? Our fruit set rate increased by nearly 30%. Hello, my name is Chae-Han Du, and I grow jujubes here in Boan, Chungbuk Province. I'm the owner of Yangji Jujube Farm. This site is about 3,200 pyong, and with a few extra plots, it totals around 3,500 pyong. We have about 1,400 jujube trees planted in total. I planted my first jujube trees back in 2008. Before farming, I ran another business, but as I got older, I wanted to start farming. So I bought this land, cleared it, and began planting jujube trees. Since Boyun is famous for its jujubes, the local agricultural office also encouraged farmers to grow them. I didn't have any farming experience, so I was nervous to try other crops. That's why I chose jujubes. Well, I've only ever grown jujubes since I started farming, so I don't know much about other crops. But with jujubes, there's a special joy in raising the trees themselves, watching them grow year after year. When the trees are full of fruit, it feels so rewarding. And of course, when the harvest sells well, that's the best reward of all.
That's the most important thing.
I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've never been disappointed. The hardest part is flowering and fruit setting. Jujubes bloom for about 50 days, one after another. Here in Boan, that period usually overlaps with the rainy season, which makes pollination very difficult. When flowering starts in early June, it takes about 20 days for pollination and fruit to set, but that's right in the middle of the rainy season. So the drops significantly. If you compare it with apples or pears, they bloom all at once. That's why pollination is easier. But jujubes bloom little by little over 50 days because pollination is naturally more difficult for them. Most fruit trees require similar seasonal work throughout the year. In winter and spring, we focus on pruning and trimming. During the budding stage, we pinch off shoots to help branches grow properly. When flowering begins, we carry out pest control and training shoots, since unnecessary branches tend to grow quickly. After the harvest season, we apply compost and fertilizer to prepare the trees for the next year. About 3 years ago, there was a huge flood in Boan. It caused a lot of damage to the farm. That year was really tough for us. I hope that kind of heavy rain never happens again. Jujube farming isn't something I'd recommend to beginners right away. Once you plant jujube trees, they stay for 20 to 30 years, but land leases rarely last that long. It also takes a lot of upfront cost for trees and facilities. If you farm on unstable rented land, problems will come fast. Buying land helps, but it's expensive. So, take your time, learn first, plan carefully, and do the math. Some people in our village started farming, but quit after just a few years. If you think, city life is hard, I'll just try farming, you'll be disappointed. Farming is an investment. Treat it like one. The biggest challenge in jujube farming is fruit set during the flowering season. Every year, that's the toughest part for us. I started to think that the lack of light for photosynthesis during the rainy season was causing poor fruit setting. So I wondered, would plant growth LED lights help? When I attended the Agricultural Machinery Expo, I met Hippo Farmtech, a specialized LED lighting company for plants. After talking with them, I decided to try their lights on my farm, together with the local Jujube Research Center and a few other farms. We carried out the installation as a research test. The result? Our fruit set rate increased by nearly 30%. As I get older, physical work gets harder, but I can't just give up the orchard I've built for so long. My first goal is to maintain the farm well, just as it is now. And if I have a dream, it's to grow jujubes that set fruit easily. Jujubes that never struggle with pollination problems.